Good evening and welcome. Welcome one and all. I hope you had a great week. We hope you had a great week. I don't pretend to speak for everybody, but we're going to say that we're all, we all think positive thoughts about you guys. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. Welcome to another episode of The Risen War, as presented by The Meta is Futile. I am your lore master, Captain Tritium. We've got Jade playing the illustrious Boffin Barrow, Rye playing Marius, Blue as Edwin Illumis, Rose as Soliana Bagwin, and Zen. Don't you start with me.
Sorry.
It's too early in the session for this.
Never too early, Trick.
All right, Soliana Bagels and Zen playing Galinian Falk. We are glad that you're here. We have no real announcements except that most of our artists here have commissions open, so you should give them money in exchange for pixels. There we go.
I mean,
pixels.
Pickles are... I'm sure one of them could possibly make pickles. Dang it.
I can make pickles. Pickles.
Oh, it's getting fey in here already.
Pickle character you've always wanted.
It's heckin' whimsy.
So that actually leads us into a fantastic recap from last episode. Last time we explored Burgaria's northmost town of... fell out of my head.
Bessaria.
Yeah, explored the town of Bessaria, and Marius managed to find the runes along his grandmother's statue's weapon, and they've been working on decoding that. Another hint to some family secret that could be good, could be bad, could be neither. Could be the salted popcorn.
Could be a badass sword.
Could be a badass sword.
Could be the family recipe for good, I don't know, something food item.
How to properly grill bratwurst.
The best no-bake oatmeal cookies you've ever tasted.
There you go.
Our heroes found their way to the tower. Some mysterious contact, the Lord Commander of the Grim Knights, sent them to. Turns out this person appeared to be a vampire, but not quite. Close, but not quite. Everybody was set on edge by his coffin. He felt very embarrassed and had to cover it up because, he doesn't get many visitors. Surprise, surprise. He's a mage. And he offered them fragments of a crystal that they had never seen before, but those of you who've been watching for a while will recognize as the orb that was destroyed as part of our little What Else is Happening During the War one-shot.
Whatever.
He's a good boy.
He was.
He was a good boy.
Yep.
Very much a past tense.
Yeah.
There were 2 heroes died that night. At least. Yeah. 2 heroes died that night.
Yeah, Bartholomew and Ebor.
Rip.
Yeah. But not in vain.
Not in vain. Following this, Boffin and Gale, I believe, went out to find a symbol or an item to help Edwin with his consistent nightmares sent to him by his former master. They got a strange-looking dream catcher that was woven into the shape of a horse's skull and offered it to Edwin, who promptly left to go visit the vampire at night and talk about magic.
Who needs sleep? He doesn't.
Sleep? What else? What did I miss? I'm sure I missed something.
No,
that was pretty much it.
So yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Besides the creepy skull knickknack that...
No, we mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah. We also met Beans.
We did. We
Beans.
did see the cat.
We did make beats.
Yes, the wizard, the semi-vampiric wizard, he has a cat. His cat's name is Beans.
Beans. Oh.
And Edwin, as we begin tonight's session, is there anything specific that you wanted to discuss with Einrich, the not quite vampire wizard?
Lots of things. Specifically, probably just like the whole light magic thing, because he said that he specialized in that. Edwin's been tinkering with that a lot.
Okay. As you talk, Edwin, Einrich will give you notes on his studies. He has been pioneering various ways to change the nature of light spells, such that rather than just producing visible light, they would produce radiant light. He's not the first to do it, but that's one thing that he's been working on. He will share those notes with you, being rather open for a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Not even telling it to you in riddle form.
He's just below the surface, glad to have someone to talk to.
After, let's see, after 12 hours of studying the notes, Edwin, you estimate, you will be able to change the damage type for any one of your spells from whatever it happens to be to radiant.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
nice.
But you will have to spend 12 hours studying, double the time for every level of exhaustion you have while studying.
Oof.
So 1 level of exhaustion, your time is doubled because the efficacy is halved. At 3, it's halved again.
Oof. It's going to get rough.
Oh, we love that. It's fine, he's got nothing but time.
Alright.
He will thank him and be very appreciative.
Einrich, in spite of not drinking himself or eating himself, Einrich has gone out of his way to find or acquire tea biscuits and tea of good quality. Not weird fey tea that causes fairies to come out of your nose, but just regular tea. Nice, good herbal, fruity black tea. Good bit of caffeine in it. Not that Einrich knows what caffeine feels like anymore. The idea of caffeine late at night is a foreign concept to him at this point. And some nice crunchy but delightful semi-sweet cookies. He insists upon your leaving that you take the rest of them with you because he is not going to.
Oh, the fair.
As you're heading out, let's see. I assume you're going to spend most of the night there, or a good chunk of the night there, at least a few hours.
Yeah, a few hours at least, yeah.
So a few hours, close to midnight then. As you're leaving, Einrich goes, "Yeah, now you take these. I have no need of them, as you might imagine." And he'll put this paper pouch in your hand, allowing for no argument. Puts it in your hand, and as you're walking out the door, "Please come back whenever you like. At least until I manage to make myself scarce around here. And I will see you later, perhaps. Don't die in the war or in Umbermount. Between the two, Umbermount is more dangerous."
Oh, buddy.
We'll try.
Certainly. Never not do.
And Galenian, do tell your superiors that he is a bit of an ass.
Will do. I have words for him.
Make sure you give them to him.
I will.
Safe travels.
That is not an option.
You want to write
Likewise
out
to
your
you.
words and we'll pass them along.
Likewise to you, Heinrich.
I do not think that he can speak any language that I'm comfortable writing in.
Oof.
Write him a letter and just air infernal.
Some obscure language from the Shattered Isles. Nobody knows how to read it.
Oh, or worse, whimsic.
Feel like that's just wingdings.
For all we know.
Ah, yes. Squiggle line, smiley face, flower eyeball.
It's just emoji speak.
What? Pictograms.
A dangerous spell, this one.
Laughing emoji, crying, laughing while crying emoji.
This is it. This is the lowest our channel could possibly go.
Ah.
We can go lower.
We can go lower.
That's
We're not
They're
even
fine,
trying,
smooth.
Trit. We can go lower.
That's not.
You know, you're right. There's never a true bottom. It's a bottomless hole.
Yes, when you think you're at the lowest point, turns out you can go lower and it's just not fun.
Alright.
Uh,
Edwin, will you be
Scaling
sleeping
Edwin.
tonight as you get back?
He's gonna stay up as long as possible.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Sleep is scary.
Oh!
Nice.
Natural one.
Here.
Oh, brutal.
And
Oh, I
yeah.
love it.
be a good night. That's gonna be a good night. Oh look, caffeine at night. That's fuck all.
Edwin, as you get back to your room, you have a paradoxical reaction to the tea.
oh no.
And you can't keep your eyes open. You lay down, and you are gone.
Out like a light.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please, with disadvantage, because remember, you are exhausted, I think.
He is.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Edwin,
Oh, great
Edwin.
time.
Oh, Edwin, baby.
Okay. 2 in a row. Let's go.
Ah,
Ooh.
Ah.
Oh no. Oh,
Alright.
Edwin. Buddy.
He's alright. It's great.
Edwin.
No.
you sleep for a couple of hours before your dreams are interrupted. Your sleep is interrupted by a nightmare. You find yourself, at first, in a library, an expansive library. A great desk is before you, covered in books. The runes that you can't really make out. I mean, it's a dream. A great table behind you, like an autonomous clock almost, like a self-moving sundial. Books as far as the eye can see in all directions, stacks everywhere. And suddenly, this warm, bright place begins to darken. Shadows consume row after row after row of books, and the baying of hounds gets closer and closer and closer until you see a great dog come upon you, barreling at you. You will take 9 psychic damage and awaken from your slumber. You cannot return to sleep, and you will not receive the benefits of a long rest tonight.
Oh,
Nice.
As the morning sun rises over Brigario and over Bassaria, everybody takes a long rest, except Edwin. Edwin,
Not the boy.
as everybody else gets up, Edwin is already awake. And, Edwin, how are you handling this situation?
With coffee and lots of pacing.
Are you trying to... Are you wearing your heart on your sleeve here?
He's not very subtle.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, nobody has any trouble noticing that Edwin is exhausted. He's got bags under his eyes. The normal gleam in his eye is replaced by a dullness. His cheeks are sallow. His hair is lank. Edwin, you are in a bad way.
Oh. Oh gosh, Edwin.
Breakfast smells good, though.
Oh, good.
Edwin, you didn't sleep, did you?
Gonna shake his head and arms kind of fold around himself.
Oh. Gail's gonna kind of look over at Boffin at first and just kind of shrug. I don't think he used the thing.
Oh, did you not?
You got him something to help? Something to help?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I
The
guess.
dream collar thing.
Edwin, I know it might just seem like local superstition, but I mean, I thought you were gonna try to use the dream tackle, the nightmare tackle, rather. Dream collar. It has so many different little names.
I mean, I pretty much fell asleep as soon as I got back.
Oh.
Got back from.
Oh, he and I went out to the tower to talk some more with our contact.
Oh, okay. So I'm glad you weren't alone at least.
I couldn't sleep last night either, but at least I got more than you, Edwin.
Yeah,
Gosh.
that's a problem. Which is why we need to try anything we can. 'Cause I don't know how much you can keep that up. Honestly, I already don't know how you get as little sleep as you do, Edwin.
Not a practice, I guess.
And even you have your limits, I'm
think
sure.
He's got other things to do. Like, got a war to fight, and yeah, I made him mad, but just effectively nobody. Made that very clear.
But apparently you've really ticked him off enough to harass you Is it every night?
Just two so far, but
Maybe that book was even more important than you thought.
It was.
it's a wizard spell book. It's
But I mean, if you know Morvane's on his case about not being able to do what he promised him, maybe that's what's got him
Oh.
extra mad.
You know what? I hadn't even thought about that. He's probably facing some pressure and then he's taking it out on you, Edwin.
Sounds like fairly one of the mill, like he's always done.
Ugh.
He sounds like a right dick.
He certainly has it. Certainly rides with the air of it. Well, let's at least go get some food and see if that at least perks you up a little bit. Maybe we can try and locate your folks today.
yeah, maybe.
That might help. Good idea.
All right, your breakfast is your breakfast consists of scrambled eggs and a hot sauce preparation, split sausages, and roasted cherry tomatoes. Sorry, gravy on the eggs for those who care for it.
Put gravy on their egg.
Some people do.
Blue.
People put things on their eggs. It's not just salt.
First of
I
all,
just-
eggs are a fantastic place to put your cheap, crappy hot sauce. And
Yeah, to be fair, I knew about that one. Yeah.
if your biscuits and gravy happens to get on the eggs, it is acceptable.
This is true.
Not
But here in
preferred.
Brigario. But here in Brigario.
Like, kind of the only thing I knew that people put on hot sauce was like, when on eggs was hot sauce and like ketchup.
Okay,
Japan.
You gotta take that ketchup out.
Japan and Ama rice.
I don't do it, but like other people do.
Good, apparently.
Mm.
Somehow.
It's just
I've never had it.
I don't like
ketchup on
ketchup.
your scrambled
Like
eggs. I don't like eggs much to begin with. They're passable.
I know.
It's on a sandwich with bacon. It's great.
And in Brigario, they just eat weird shit.
Yes.
But man, if it ain't
But-
delicious.
But man, it ain't good.
That's what counts.
Exactly. Where do we even begin? To look for Mr. and Mrs. Illumis.
I mean, I guess what can you tell us about them, Edwin? I mean, like, are they the sort of folks that would there be any talk about them coming in? It's a couple of strange elves, or are they kind of keep to themselves? Try not to put up too much of a scene, kind of like you.
Well, I mean, they're refugees from a warring country, and they're high elves like me, so seems to be less common around here.
All right. Well, I mean, I think we can certainly tap the old lady gossip network again.
Oh, certainly.
They will
Hey, you
ask
find any
why
people that look like him?
I mean that that was going to be the basic approach, pretty much.
I mean, if anybody notices anything around here, it's gonna be the older folks with not a whole lot else do besides gossip and people watch. Oh, the stories they could tell.
I
I'm sure.
imagine they might already be gossiping about Marius, given his relation to the local statue.
To the local legend.
Right.
Yeah, well, locals seem to know more about my great mother than I do, so they're good sources.
Seems so.
I mean, heck, maybe they even knew her.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh my god, they might.
There was a halfling at the statue. I suppose we could have bent his ear a little bit more.
Perhaps.
I'd press, but I don't want to be rude. As well as we've got more time-consuming matters than, well, my own family business.
Right.
Just saying, there's no reason you can't do both if you can get the same info from the same people, or different info from the same people. But
Worth
yeah,
a shot.
I mean, Edwin, finding your family, if that'll put you at ease, that's the priority. But again, I think again we can ask both of these things. Right, so I guess after breakfast, Boffin will happily lead the way to where we ran into the old ladies before, and honestly, he's expecting them to be pretty much still there, or there again, rather, maybe.
The only thing that's changed, Boffin, about these older ladies is that rather than wearing yellows and blues, they are now wearing salmon and violet.
Do you get the impression it's like a coordinated thing between them, or
I am making up random colors
I see.
to indicate the passage of time.
I see.
What is this, a cartoon?
They are all sitting in the same spots that they were before. The chairs have probably not moved at all. and they are all sipping coffee from different but equally loved mugs.
Morning, ladies.
And good morning, young feller.
Thanks again for the advice. I did find Vita's shop. Got me the nightmare tackle. Haven't gotten a chance to use it yet because someone stayed up a bit late last night.
Well, that's not going to help your dreams problem.
You throw shade at him often. That's not nice.
Often it's not nice sometimes.
You went to
He's
go make
just working on
friends.
But yes, we were wondering if you could help us with some other matters. You wouldn't have happened to see any other elves passing through here recently?
Well,
Looking
elves
kinda
pass
like
through
him?
here all the time. Like him?
Looking like him.
From Greymore.
About a year ago.
Refugees from Greymore.
A year ago, well, we did.
Make Granny dig in that lake.
I do seem to remember there being some rumors of odd folk like you coming through town a while back ago. And what's more, there were rumors of odd folk like you ending up in Osperos to the south, causing quite the stir, I understand. Not that we
what's
don't
going on
like
down there?
elves here. We do. Of course we like elves here. We're born of Valerian and they're good neighbors, but you know, strange people in a homely land, occasionally you come up with occasional problems, you know. You don't quite, maybe they don't quite fit in with the culture, or maybe they just don't like our short houses, or maybe they're afraid of the ground, I don't know. But there's not much trees here in Visseria for an elf family to find a good home, if you know what I mean. Not that I'm trying to be offensive. I don't want to offend anybody, but...
First off, racism. Second off,
They were city elves.
Oh, city elves then, yes. You probably want to look in Osperos. Unless they went all the way to the west, to Beltzahar, but that's a bit of a ways out of the way, especially if they ever want to go back home. Although perhaps now this is their home, you know, I won't judge. We're always welcome to have new people as long as they're willing to put their back into their work, and... She just continues.
Right.
Gail's looking between everybody else and she just kind of mouths. They can go on forever.
One of the other
Yeah, no, I
ladies
think
chimes
they're...
in. Oh, yes, well, you know, occasionally the elves come through, and they're rather the whimsical sort, if you know what I mean.
Whimsical sort.
No.
Gail has no idea.
like under the influence of something, or
The
Depends on
whimsy
how close to
folk,
the
you
party
know,
it is.
Whimsy folk.
the fae people, the mushroom dwellers.
Oh.
Marius under his breath is just gonna mumble, "Dragacorn."
Right, yep.
No, yep, okay. That's okay. Osperos, huh?
It seems like a good enough place to start looking. I mean, I'd imagine they probably wouldn't have wanted to go too much further than that, and as long as they thought it was safe.
Osperos is on the border of Axia, you know. As troublesome as that place has been, traveling from Axia up to Greymore is relatively easy, as long as you can get past the civil wars and the dwarves. No offense to the dwarves, of course. They're just a little bit broader than we are. And the beards. I always told my husband I wished that he could grow a beard like that, but, you know, he couldn't grow a beard at all.
Yes.
That's
Great beards. However,
Bushy beards.
bushy beards, we get it. Can we stay?
Keep them soft and very hygienic and soft.
Yes, it's very impressive, honestly.
Oh, it actually is.
But you do have to go through the dwarf country of the dwarf countries, and then on up to Greymore, as I understand. Now, I'm not much of a map looker myself, and I'm certainly not a traveler. No adventures for me, thank you. But as I understand it, those odd places up there, that's where they'd want to go back to, and it'd be pretty easy to do from Osperos, and it's a fairly metropolitan town, a little noisy for my liking, but, you know, if you're into that sort of thing, if you're a city dweller, it's about the closest thing you could do in eastern Bulgaria, and you certainly don't want to go further south than that. Don't go south of there. If you do go to Osperos, stay on the road to Osperos, and if you go past Osperos, stay on the Creek Valley Road until it turns to the west. Don't be following any tracks south now. You don't know your way around, and you might get lost and end up somewhere you don't want to be. Make sure you end up at the Wildwind River crossing, and then you can move on to somewhere more pleasant. But do not go south, let me tell you. About 300 years ago. My great-grandpappy went south to make a
Right.
name
Well,
for
thank you
himself.
for the
We
direction
got half
advisement.
of his
You
things
appreciate-
back. Never got the other half.
Oh,
Oh, shame.
On the subject of
Even
things
you.
between 1 year and between
Confused.
1 and 300 years ago, a bit in the middle of that, like, have you ever seen someone who looked like this gentleman
Him.
here? And he like points to Marius.
There are legends
She's
of a
just gonna-
person like him, yes. I can't remember her name now, but she did a thing that helped the town. There's a statue over that way.
Yeah,
we've seen
know
the
this.
statue.
I happen to know if you knew anything about her.
Well, I didn't know it myself. I was a little young. Was I alive?
No,
No, but she was.
Her name was Andrew.
Happen to know anybody who was alive at that time, who is still alive today?
And who might have known her?
Nona? No, I'm afraid not. She danced into town, murdered a bunch of goblins, and danced out as fast as she came in. Well,
Oh.
she stayed for the after party.
you couldn't not do that.
Stayed for the cleanup at least.
The comrade with her, he was just quite the dashing gentleman.
I'm gonna assume that's our author.
Oh, probably.
Well, I mean, I guess
Like-
you haven't really heard much about him either, so.
No, I ain't heard too much.
I mean, again, it
Oh.
sounds like your grandmother was the impressive one, but I'm sure he's got some stuff you could learn about too.
I'll take anything at this point.
Right.
I don't care if they wore 2 left socks or if they were brat pink. I don't know.
2
I'll
left?
take anything.
Socks?
It's an expression. It's an expression.
Some people wear socks often.
Starford left once?
She went down the Karika Valley Road. So go the legends. Some legends
Well-
say that she died in Umber Valley.
Oh.
Oh.
Others say that she danced naked on the banks of the Wildwind River and then traveled across the sea
Oh,
to the
my.
Shattered Isles, where she
With-
shattered them more.
Shattered them between your thighs.
Gail's gonna kind of just put her hand up on Maris' shoulder to get him to lean down a little bit. Sounds like that's a little bit more embellishment.
I don't know. I'll
Impressive as she
believe anything
was.
about this lady at this point.
Some of this is.
I mean,
it's all
you drink
sounding very
enough.
impressive, though.
You drink enough, and something like that can't happen. Not speaking from experience, but at
Mhm.
least not personal experience.
Some say her companion carried her off to the land of Twixt and Tween, and there they got married and had 1,000 children.
Gail's gonna look back up at Maris at that one and just kind of perk her eyebrow. Just
He's
so that's
like
not a little crazy to
actively.
you.
He's actively like counting on his hands.
That-
How many is
that-
that? Too
Okay,
many.
now that's a little far fetched for me. Like,
That's
even
what we
my
call a
family doesn't have that
tall
many children.
Well, thank you. See, your stories have been
of
incredible,
course.
and that's very helpful.
Let me tell you about this quilt
Uh-oh.
I sewed the other day.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
time.
Unfortunately, we do need to find Edwin's parents. I'm sure he's in a hurry to reunite with his family. But I think we still, will be sticking around for a day or two or passing back through town, and we'll be sure to say hi.
Absolutely.
They never want to hear about my sewing.
Cares about the tapestry, about the quilt that I made, about the town's history, but that's
Oh.
okay, fine, go on.
Oh. Tapestry about the town's history, huh? Impressive. Very
Weird.
impressive.
Very impressive.
Maybe on the way back.
Fate of the queen is at stake.
Awkward. Yeah. Just kind of awkwardly shuffling away.
Go on, go on, I might be half blind, but I can see when my doors aren't wanted.
Kids these days.
No patience and no appreciation. When I was a young lass.
Hey, look, we were
When
listening,
I was
right?
a young
till they brought up
lads,
the footwork.
multiple in a trench coat.
I used to sneak into the not movie theater. Nobody
The-
believed
the-
us
The
because
theater?
we were so
Play?
tall for a halfling.
The play
Theater?
Sneak into the amphitheater.
Nobody believed us because we were too tall for a halfling, because we were 3 halfling children in a trench coat. Turns out that's too tall.
Okay, we're just going to go now. Gail's
the
just
other
gonna
lady's
kind
just
of
shooing
start-
you away like she's gonna be at this for ages.
Yeah, like, we're just gonna
Okay, we're just gonna take
politely-
that cue and politely scoot.
politely.
It's okay, we were dismissed by the other grandmas. We're not gonna. We're not gonna be
dismissed.
cursed.
We were dismissed by the council. It is okay.
Quick, get out of here before dementia resets.
The geriatric council has released you.
Oh man, if anything's more capricious than a Fey council.
Council of halfling grandmas.
Oh no. Anything's more than a Fey court. Oi.
Oh Lord.
It's the council of grumpy biddies.
As we're walking away, Gail's just gonna kind of turn to Edwin and just, well, that's a direction.
Yeah.
Gross.
I mean, I could barely keep up with all that.
I picked up some city names, and
I
that's...
think I missed half of it.
Yeah, I made some mental notes
Did
of
you use place
the
names?
paths they were suggesting. Though I have a feeling that we are going to be taking that south road if they didn't want us to go on at some point.
Who knows? Sounds pretty dangerous. Gail's just kind of making sure that people aren't listening in too close. It's just one of those. She doesn't want to get looked at weird like that again.
Rarely is our destined path seeming to be the easy one.
So it would seem.
Destined path. No, don't need to be like that dramatic about it. Says bomb.
It says yeah.
There's gonna be like a dropped look at him. Like one eye, his left eyebrow raised as he's staring at him. Listening.
Look, I've already
Dramatic.
felt like we haven't had a lot of choice in the matter without bringing Destiny into it. You don't need Destiny telling you to do stuff when you have a dragon telling you to do stuff.
Well, I rather think it's destiny than just pure luck that we got where we are now. Don't get me wrong, you all are good people, but
I mean, something's got to. I don't know. It's a bit beyond me.
I don't know if there's
Luck I can believe in.
I don't know if there's some, glassed deity staring down upon us, putting us in precarious situations.
I don't think the stewards are usually quite that active.
They can't interact that much with us. I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm just.
They
no, you're good, Marius. And she'll
Interact
just
in
kind
their
of
own-
clap him on the back a couple times.
She just would not stop yapping. She just kept going.
Oh, that's just halflings.
Yeah.
It's
Again,
just,
this is what I
it's
was
just halfling
trying to
grandmas.
get away from. Like, I love my family, love being home, love to get away from home once I, done with my visit.
No, yeah, I think I understand now. I think I understand
Done
now.
with
If it
your
was that.
visit, or
And that
done
was
when
just
you
like
take some
4
bread?
of them. Like, just imagine
Oh,
like
no.
an entire hill full of them. Like, there's lots of
Oh,
little
no.
ones underfoot too. Like, ugh, it's just so many.
Get trapped in that for a while there, Boffin.
Mhm. How do you get anything done?
You don't?
Getting out the door to get groceries is an all-day affair.
Sounds like wrangling
Is
children.
there a ritual for ending the conversation? Like,
You have to be careful to extricate yourself without like running into another group.
Is that how you got so good at slipping away unnoticed?
There you go.
Huh. When is the caravan supposed to be heading southward?
Oh, caravan.
Yeah, the caravan we took to get down here was
in another
Kind of
day
in a
or so, I
hold.
think.
in a hold position here for a day or two, for a couple of days or so.
Okay, so we're still going the way we want to go at least for a bit.
At least to Osperos, I think.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly.
All right, perfect. That works out for us. We're gonna need a map of Regario at some point. I don't know where any of these places are.
We have them.
We're just still looking at the
We
Valerian map.
We have a map.
We have a map. I don't know if we have one updated for Brigario per se.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yet.
Not yet.
Or maybe we do. I don't know. That's all on DM.
That's on the DM. I've seen a whip. That's it.
Fucking practice. But I guess
Go check in with the caravan. I suppose we should go check in with them to see, make sure we know when exactly we should leave. And all.
Yeah.
When exactly they're headed out. Or
All right.
should
so,
be fairly soon.
Sorry.
No, that was it.
So you're looking to check in with the caravan guard, or the caravan masters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are trivially easy to find wherever you left them, near an inn, from which they will be leaving. They tell you the next day.
Oh, okay.
All right.
They have taken on cargo and additional people that they will be taking on to Allspurs.
All right. Sounds like we can start doing the same then and join up with them when they leave tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Go wander
Mhm.
wagon.
Suppose we should spend the rest of the day wrapping things up. Anything we need to do?
Just enjoying the rest of our time here, I suppose. It's probably kind of probably like meander
Meander.
town and just
Yeah.
experience more of the food options and such like that.
Oh,
It's an amphitheater. Go look at the amphitheater. Look at it. Be a tourist.
Marius would probably, at a moment, just kind of slip away to go just stand by his grandmother's statue.
Oh.
An opportunity.
All right, your grandmother's statue stands majestically, looking out into the distance, and it looks. There's almost a sense of pride on her face as you glance into her eyes, Marius. You get it feels almost like she's looking at you, proud of the man you're becoming, or maybe you're just losing your mind.
The horror as her head actually turns. Like, oh no.
Yeah, it turns just like, I really hope I'm just hallucinating right now. No, he's just standing in silence, just, I don't know, he's replaying the stories, he's just thinking.
Alright.
Nothing impactful, just existing.
Roll history for me, please.
History. If I can read, I promise. History. Ooh.
As you think about these stories, you ponder them, you think back, your mind is cast back to the farm. Swinging.
Oh, I'm sick.
Okay.
Mm.
This is it. He's been grabbed.
Oh no.
The snatchers snatched him.
Yoink.
Very large bag.
It would have to be a really large bag.
You're gonna need a U-Haul for that. And I'm not going down without a fight. Yeah, I'm good.
Your mind is cast back to your youth, being a child on the farm. Your father, in his sober time, pushing you on a swing under a great tree out behind the farmhouse, running about the woods, and Valerian was completely safe. You remember tokens in a trunk in the attic that you were told not to mess with when your dad caught you rifling through. Little memories you've forgotten. Memories coming back. Sheafs of papers and odd bits of metal that you don't recognize or remember too clearly, but they seemed somehow familiar.
I don't know where he's gone.
Excuse me.
I'll find him. I'll find you. Or at least what you left behind.
It makes sense, Marius, that you're on the right path.
Just gonna take a deep inhale and just. All right. I'm hitting the road again. I hope I can figure this out. Maybe figure you out. He's talking to the statue of this.
Yeah.
There's a few people kind of giving you a sidelong glance as they walk by, but
This is Marius. He has no shame.
like the third time he's been here today.
He knows it can't
What
answer,
a
right?
weirdo.
They're all smart, good people. I don't know how it all just kind of fell together like it did, but everyone's got a good head on their shoulders. I don't know, maybe they'll find something new. Anyways, I'll see you later, Grandma.
Statue does not respond, but you do feel slightly more at peace.
I feel like it'd be that last piece if it did respond.
Brandon, no.
But then he would wander around to hopefully link up with everybody.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
map.
We were just talking about it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see.
And there really aren't any trees, huh?
Just,
Well-
yeah, a few pockets.
But yeah, there's like forests and stuff. It's certainly not.
It is a representative
Valera.
Not
map.
Valerian.
It's a representative map, not a one-to-one perfect recreation.
Yeah, right.
Major landmarks and major
Love
landmarks,
it.
roads and cities.
Look at it.
All right, and everybody will be able to meet back up getting on to late afternoon, let's say. Your various tourismings.
Yeah.
Bask in
Everyone's
that
probably
like
just
one.
like everyone's just like fucking tourists.
Everyone but Boffin getting weird looks.
I don't know, I think Boffin's still a bit weird for, I mean, he's not a local halfling. Boffin is also, Boffin, he tends to stand out.
That is true. He is boffin.
Mm-hmm.
Soliana's
Yeah,
gonna
perhaps
go to
less weird stairs than the rest of you, yes. I'll accept that.
Soliana's gonna go to the amphitheater, find the one spot in. There's like a sweet spot in a lot of like older amphitheaters where the acoustics are perfect. She's just gonna bask in that spot for a minute. All is right with the world in this spot.
With your experience, you find this sweet spot perfectly.
Yay. Just bring out a little thing and like something she can kind of chime, like a bell ring or something, and just let it echo throughout the thing.
As you make your noise, your echoing noise, you hear a voice behind you. Excuse me. Would you prefer a different sound? Would you prefer to listen to something more structured? So there's a lean human standing in one of the doorways of this amphitheater.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't be opposed to it, but I didn't know if there were any performances today.
Oh, not officially. Just here for practice.
I'm familiar with that.
So, don't mind me. And he's going to walk over to the amphitheater stage where he will play a pleasant but slightly sorrowful tune on hanging bells, like tubular bells.
Not an instrument I'm very familiar with. Not that I'm familiar with many instruments. I was not part of the orchestral. You play lovely.
Thank you. It is a handsome instrument.
I've never seen one before.
Where do you come from? This
Valerian.
Oh, the elves must be odd. The
Yeah.
it's just a rack of hanging tubular bells.
Oh.
He's hitting with a mallet.
Ding ding.
Ding ding. No, in Valerian, we don't have much like that. I haven't been this far south of Brigario before, so into Brigario, so things are still a bit strange. I apologize for that.
Oh, no problem.
Soliana. Sorry, my name is Soliana Bagwin. Nice to meet you.
Haragar, the bell player. Pleasure is mine.
I think
If you're here in a few days, at the turn of the week, we'll be performing a small concert of classic Bulgarian tunes.
Oh, that does sound lovely. We're headed more south towards Asperos with a caravan. But
Oh.
perhaps we'll be able to catch it on the way back.
I would love to see you in the audience.
I'd love to be in the audience. I'm not usually in the audience, I'm usually backstage. It's been a while since I've actually seen a show, come to think of it.
You owe it to yourself, I believe, to change that.
You know, I quite agree. Well, I should be going. Nice to meet you,
He'll give
bell
you
player.
a light bow and continue.
Soliana will linger for a little while, listening before headed back out.
Okay. Alright. Dinner this night is starts with a small finger-sized foods. Roasted fish mixed with vegetables and cream on a piece of toast pierced through with a wooden skewer. There's a smoky flavor to it. Specifically, it's cod mixed with some other things on toast, all roasted up with a skewer through it. Dinner itself, because I've been asked to do this, I apologize.
Shit.
There's a stew of a light fish with potatoes, tomatoes, onion, salt, pepper, and bay, alongside a dessert of what looks like a cheesecake but burnt, an overcooked cheesecake, but it is divine. Let me see if I can find a proper description of it. This the cheesecake, it looks like somebody's overcooked it. The souffle has risen and then sunk. It's gotten brown and cracked, but when you eat it, it is sweet, caramelized, and almost cloudy in texture. It is smooth and light, sweet. You're also given to kind of calm to end the meal. You're given a light snack of a diazabal cheese and crackers. Just
Cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
do you like it, Puffin?
Yes, I do drag a corn.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
a dragoncorn. So, I'll leave with the caravan tomorrow then?
That's the plan. Say. Hopefully, Edwin, you can actually get a good night's rest. And we'll see. I sure hope so.
Edwin, you are moving at half speed.
Sure is.
Oh, geez.
Been very sluggish all day.
How much exhaustion does this man have?
Me too.
Too
Only
much.
Okay. That's a lot.
Been awake for like 2 days straight, basically. Got 6 hours sleep. It's fine.
He's fine.
Oh. Somebody get this man a nap.
That's what we're trying to do.
Right?
Maybe he can nap on the caravan.
Nap on the way there.
I mean, that's true. I guess that is the upside of traveling that way.
You have one more night until the caravan leaves. What will you do with it? Are you doing anything before retiring for the evening?
Gonna put up the thing, Edwin. Bought it specially for you.
I know.
I just picture Boffin walking behind Edwin like throughout dinner, like, you gonna put up the thing, Edwin? We bought it especially for you, Edwin.
Edwin, have you just been kind of quietly following along today?
Pretty much. He hasn't said much.
Fair enough.
Said much or acknowledged much. He's just kind of
Just
following
worried
around like a
about
puppy.
you, Edwin.
I mean, yeah, anytime that thing's mentioned, it's just also more look of just hesitation and apprehension.
Uh-huh.
If you need to like ride on my back, you can. I can carry you. I can see about seeing if they'll let you sleep on a cart or something. You know, when we get on the road,
Why
see,
they wouldn't? Long trip of nothing.
I've seen them let kids do it.
But
I know he's not a kid, but
no, well, yeah, no, he's not a kid. But also,
Let's go ask an elf.
it I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I had it and it was gone.
Oof.
Oh no.
saying is, you know, moving half slow. If there's a way we can compensate for it, then worth a shot. But that can be a tomorrow question.
No, you know, you're on a wagon. It's not like we have to walk the whole way.
I'm sure there'll be time.
Certainly not easy traveling when you're light on sleep, though, believe me.
But that's why we're going as a group.
But it could be worse.
Could be worse. I don't want it to be worse.
Worse is not ideal, but
Let's not talk about the worst.
And make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
whoa.
Well.
Oh,
Not.
That
That's
would technically be a disadvantage, but it's fine. You already failed.
oof.
Oof.
That's all.
Okay.
Neat.
Oh, terrifying.
It's a bit.
It is getting on towards the evening. Edwin, your fatigue is incredible.
You know what helps with that?
Some coffee, Edwin.
Hey, it's free. It's free. You can just conjure it.
You can. Coffee doesn't seem to be doing the work that it used to, Edwin. This is advanced tired. So, are we ready to rest?
Mhm.
Those of us who are going to. Is anybody
Guess so.
sneaking out tonight?
Wasn't planning on it.
No sneaky tonight.
No.
Wouldn't you, Gale and Edwin?
We're
I
sneaky.
mean, he'd like to, but no, he can't.
The same.
Too tired.
His. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
Gail's not really sure what else she would have to say to anybody would be sneaking out to see.
Okay, it is your last night in Bessaria. Alright. Edwin, you are unguarded tonight. At least, as far as I'm aware, you're unguarded tonight.
Yeah, he doesn't really trust that thing yet. And Grandma rambled, so
Make a wisdom saving throw, and remember that every saving throw you make is a disadvantage.
Grandma rambled about a whole lot of stuff that was far-fetched, and Grandma recommended
But it
this thing.
can't. But it can't hurt.
Edwin, once again, you're in this comforting library in your mind, only to have that moment shattered again with the baying of hounds and a massive dog chasing you through the stacks. As it barrels down at you for the brief moments that you recall it, and before you awaken, you hear it growling, yelling it through its dog-like voice, "I'm coming, Edwin. I'll be there soon." You will take 9 points of psychic damage. And you will not receive a long rest, and you will advance one level of exhaustion.
Oh no.
He's fine.
That is literally the opposite of fine. I'm sure if I look up not fine in the dictionary, Edwin would pop up.
We're gonna sneak up and sneak in your room and put that thing up ourselves. Like, jeez. I think we're in the same room right now, but like, that's whatever.
How did I put it yesterday? You're trying to give, like, crystal medication to
To a nerd.
the science guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Edwin, you have advanced to Tier 3 exhaustion. As everybody wakes, Edwin is already awake. Does not look like he slept particularly well.
You look like what the
Oh.
gravedigger dug up at the graveyard.
Oh, Edwin.
You know what? I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that one to myself for right now, because that might actually be a little off color for now. Kind of like, ooh.
I'm going to talk to one of the cart people. You just look like a wet blanket.
Okay, we have to figure
Mary,
out.
let's be honest, Edwin looks like death.
We have to
Yeah.
figure out how to do something about this, and if the totem is all we have, then the totem is what we use.
Right. Again, like, I can't see it making it any worse. Like, and maybe you're right, and it's just a bunch of nonsense. But like, what else can we do? Like, none of us have like the magic you do, Edwin. Like, we don't have any other ways of fighting this.
Sure don't.
No, there's always a catch with me.
I mean, but the thing is, because to catch something you can live with compared to what you're currently going through. Unless you have any other ideas. I guess you took a nap during the middle of the day the other day. Did that help any?
Just maybe a little.
A nap isn't going to. He needs a full night's sleep, or several.
Several would be ideal,
Several would be ideal.
and I
You
don't.
can't be
think
on the road
that-
this exhausted, Edwin.
And I don't
Yes,
think
you certainly can't be
our
an
friend-
underbound this exhausted.
Absolutely not.
can be
We
going
have to
any-
do. We can't go. We can't go
Can't
into
go
Umber Mount
anywhere.
with this.
Can't go anywhere with him like this.
No.
Well, besides the caravan, but
So tonight the totem gets used. If that's all we got.
Gail's kind of just looking over at Edwin. She is quite concerned.
Only if Edwin agrees, of course, but I'm... Look, Edwin, I am actually agreeing with Boffin on this one.
Sound like I'm unreasonable.
Boffin, you have a fae living in your head. I haven't quite unpacked all of that yet, because we're dealing with other things.
Yeah. This thing just opens it up again.
Okay, Edwin, it is either fae or nightmares and death.
Seems like a clear choice to me.
Soliana looks like she's got her arms folded. She's very much sister scolding little brother right now. It's like okay, friend, you got two choices. Got it. That's not one of them. We got not Edwin. I understand, but it's only because we worry. What else is there to do? Do you have any ideas? The college are all closed, or were closed, and they didn't seem to help.
And I don't think our contact had much he could do to help either. I want to get you back to your parents as alive as we can get you.
Intervention to make Edwin take the crystal healing.
You know what? We need to join up with the caravan and get going. We'll worry about that at nightfall or whenever you sleep. Whichever comes first.
Whichever comes first. I'm sorry for snapping, Edwin.
Okay.
A little awkward pat.
Get it. I just don't know. It's hard to just trust something like that.
Well, don't think of it as trusting it. Think of it as...
Asking for help.
Yeah.
That's what she said. That's what she
It's a-
said.
It's a
Right.
transaction.
needs and ask for help. I don't know. They are all beyond me.
Yeah, but asking from help from something that doesn't exactly sound helpful.
We don't even know what it really does.
I mean, to be fair, asking for help from something called a Nightmare King is not very reassuring. And I'm a Grim Knight.
Yeah. But I mean, again, if he's Nightmare King, I mean, he's got, domain over nightmares, maybe he won't take kindly to someone else forcing them on someone.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Huh. Well.
I guess they wouldn't sell it if it was something bad, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Bad things get sold anyways.
Why don't...
Look at drugs.
Well... Best case scenario, it gets rid of the nightmares. Worst case scenario, the nightmares stick around and we deal with another weird fae. I think we'll be fine.
Well, something's got to
That's-
shake out.
Something's got to shake out. Something's got to give.
Hopefully not Edwin first.
no.
No, that would be the idea, is to not be Edwin.
Let's go. Let's make sure we're meeting up with the caravan so we can get going.
Right.
So we can get to Osperos. Look for his folks.
All right. Bessaria at this hour of early-ish morning is easy to travel through, and very easily you find the caravan as they're loading up gear and getting ready to move. The caravan master looks at you as you approach. Our travelers rejoin. Is he sick?
Sleep deprived.
Do you not sleep, boy?
Not well.
He looks like death. Is he going to die on this caravan? Because that's bad luck for him.
Not if
we can help it.
Right.
But that's not comforting. You get that, right? Like,
We
Look,
understand.
we're not Harriet. We can't, say that no one's going to die, but no one should die.
is he well enough to travel?
I mean, he might just
You don't.
as long as there's room in the cart.
Edwin, make a
Oh
make
no.
persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
All right, but I don't have time
Edwin's
to stop
rolls
Harriet
today.
to die.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll take care of anything
He won't die.
that may happen. But we're not going to let him die.
He's not even good at persuasion.
We won't let him do that.
As you said, you're not Harriet. Last I checked, you don't decide who lives and who dies, but
We'll do our best to stave it off. As much as we can, I
alright, hop
suppose.
in. We're getting moving.
I almost sometimes miss the caravan travel, and then I'm able to sleep in a bed again.
The caravan mounts up and begins trundling down the road. The roads in Bulgaria are pleasant. They are easy to ride on. And the landscape is kept very well. As you leave Bessaria, you're traveling through the Krika Valley. It is a lowland between the mountains to your east and the flatlands to the west, rolling off towards the black sand oceans, the black sand beaches against the ocean. As you look to the west, you see well-maintained fields growing corn, wheat, various crops. This is late enough that many fields are being prepared for winter. Orchards are much the same. Large honeybees, buzz around, preparing.
Large in what sense?
Oh no.
Large in this sense, you know.
Okay, so normal sized bee, okay.
Little, like a honeybee sized, or a
A bumblebee-sized honeybee.
honeybee.
Beak.
Beak.
Giggle honeybee.
Weird valiant fave place. My brain's just like, ah, yes, giant
Oh.
bird-sized bees.
I mean,
Horrifying.
bird bees.
I mean, if they're honeybees, that's fine. If they're wasps,
No.
knocking
Edwin,
down.
can I get a wisdom saving throw, please? At disadvantage, of course.
Uh-huh.
Oof.
Thank you. The caravan moves at a leisurely pace. Are you guys getting off the caravan or stopping for any reason, or just going to keep moving with them?
We're just gonna keep with them.
No?
Mhm.
Yeah, they're headed the way we are for now, so.
The first night of travel. Let's see. Takes you from Bessaria and to this fork in the road here in the Creek Valley Road. It's not quite evening. It could go on further, but this is a very well-established trade camping place. So, caravan, not in any particular time crunch, they left Bessaria in good time, circles the wagons and makes camp there. It is early evening. The sun is beginning to drop over the ocean to the west. The area that you're in, there's a fairly sizable forest coming off of the mountain, allowed to grow wild. As you look into the forest, you see the occasional cap of a giant mushroom, of purple or blue or pink. The caravan guard advise you not to lick them or eat them.
Why?
Just-
I mean, how disappointed
My
would you
first
be if that was like my
question
first
was
thought?
if they
Can you lick them?
I wouldn't
Well,
be
Boffin's
disappointed.
first question was whether they were cooking or not.
He wouldn't be disappointed, but whoever licks him is gonna have an interesting time.
They're going on a journey, but not to Auspicious.
Going on.
Buffin.
Yep.
Do you have any requests of your companion?
Oh, he just keeps asking if he can, like, bring me cheese and crackers, doesn't he?
Well, I'm trying to figure out the exact mechanics behind the feat that involve.
Oh, I
transport,
see, right.
But one of them is that you can request things of him.
Right. Yeah, I was just a bit, put off by his, the way he said the method of delivery would be.
So crackers through your nose?
Just asking for information.
Right. Oh. Sorry, that is, like, a good question, but again, like, he's still, like, not really thought of this that much, aside from whenever Dragonheart's like, hey, do you want anything?
Can I get you something, friend? Okay, if you don't, it's fine if you don't have anything for
Right.
Jared.
No,
I don't think so.
Okay, that's probably the wise decision, honestly.
right.
Fine, he already got to be helpful advising us about the Nightmare King thing, although not that we've put that into use just yet, but but I think we're gonna.
Yeah,
You know,
not
it's probably also the fact that information also came from him.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you that for that reason.
Alright.
Poor Edwin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, he's probably
Bob-
just sitting
Bob
somewhere,
hasn't
just like
said
staring
why
at the
he's
thing.
pretty sure it's- Oh. Alright, that's progress, I think.
Yeah, he's looking at it. That's great progress.
Trying to figure it out. Leave him alone.
There's nothing to figure out. It's just a doohickey. Just
So Leanna's gonna go sit beside Edwin and be like, no, the whimsical things were always a bit weird, though.
I mean, that's part of the problem, I guess. They're tricksy people, and as far as I know, they're not always honest. Or it's just loopholes and weird. It's weird.
God, it sounds like nobility. Hate it.
And then there's that, just
then
all of Boffins.
oh, it's often
Yeah.
not trustworthy.
It's not that
What?
Boffin's not trustworthy. It's that, like, he very strongly told him, don't drink the stupid tea, and he drank it anyways. Now he's got a Fey portal in his brain.
You are now thinking with Fey portals.
Oh, Lord.
What's wrong with the whimsy? Oh.
You are now thinking with Fey gates.
Fey gates. Like Stargates, but not. I love that.
Way gates, but for the Fey.
Alright, folks, is there anything we want to do before bedtime?
We're gonna make a very hearty and filling dinner. Potatoes. So that we're nice and full when we go to sleep tonight.
Yes, please.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Let's go snag some corn from off the side of the road or something.
Yeah.
Nuts to you farmers, you're not going to miss these 2 pieces.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna have enough to make it through the winter, darling.
If only we had 2 more
We were-
pieces of corn.
We were two earfuls of corn short. We're gonna have to lose the house.
No. You were 2 earfuls of corn short, so I refuse to buy the rest of the corn. I only want my corn if I can get it in exact increments.
We have to eat the cats, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah. No, not really anything coming to mind. I mean, Gail's just keeping her equipment maintained and just kind of checking in on Edwin if
Yeah.
whenever no one else is or someone else isn't already.
I'm just picturing
Otherwise
the
you-
party
yeah.
taking Edwin duty in shifts.
Yeah. Sometimes yourself, just checking in on everybody.
Edwin, are you going to be looking at the token for a little while?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably been doing it just periodically through the journey because he's got nothing better to do.
Let's just
Sit beside Marius and use him as a leaning.
Aw.
You are more than welcome to.
Edwin, as you sit there, fiddle with it, one of the caravan guard sits down next to you, kind of heavily, a rather large halfling for a halfling. Sits
Oh
down
my-
next to you, just. A dream collar you've got there, see.
Yeah.
Odd to see one in the hands of one of the big folk. Especially the big folk that aren't around here.
Well, having not so great nightmares, so obviously.
Yeah, I had one of those when I was a boy. I was afraid of the tree outside the window. Branches scared me at night. Your ma got me one of those. Wove it herself. I don't know if it did damn bit of good for me. But the shape was comforting at night. Gave me something else to look at.
Yeah, guess the part of the problem is these aren't exactly normal.
Not perfectly normal where I come from.
Well, no, I mean, like, my whole nightmare situation, it's magical.
A curse, perhaps.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Don't tell the boss that. He might kick you out and leave you behind.
Comforting.
We don't like to play with curses around here. They can get everybody else hurt, too. Well, I hope whatever you're dealing with, maybe that little toy will help you get through it. So clap you on the shoulder a little bit harder than you might have intended to. Wander off.
Curse is unsettling.
So what's everybody doing for the night, or are we turning in?
Gail's just doing equipment maintenance and just kind of thinking about stuff. Because the thing she's thinking about, she doesn't really want to talk about in the company of the caravan. Because who knows? Who knows who could
Marius.
gossip what?
What was that, Marius?
Marius is just hanging out. He's probably like rubbing his feet after walking. So
Edwin, you are rapidly reaching the point where you're not going to be able to stay up any longer. What is your course of action?
Everyone keeps insisting at this point.
Nobody can force you, Edwin.
No.
Nobody can force him, but I mean, it fucking sucks. He doesn't really know what to do with it. I mean, because if he has a tent or whatever, he can stick it there. Otherwise, we'll just keep it on him or close by.
Okay.
It didn't come with instructions.
All they said was under the sign of the Nightmare King.
What do I do? There's no spell for this.
Hey, just hang it up. Hang it up where you sleep. That's what we were told.
Alright. Anybody else doing anything before it's time for a turn-in?
Not really.
Alright. As everybody wanders off to sleep, I need a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage from Edwin, please, really quick.
Oh,
Unfortunate. Edwin,
He's past a single one.
your eyes open in what would have been a comforting library if not for the lights fading off in the distance, but we will explore that here in just a little bit. We're gonna take a quick break.
oh, yay!
We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I mean, other than to like rest and all that. Be right back.
Get up, stretch your legs, get a drink, etc.
All right, after a quick intermission, we are back. We are
Yeah,
back, and
yeah.
Edwin is having a bit of a snooze.
Hmm.
Is he though?
Well,
Is he really?
he's technically asleep.
Technically sleepy.
Definitionally.
Definitionally, he is asleep.
Oh boy.
Where the fuck do I go?
What is the scene that lays before us? Well, at least Edwin anyway.
Edwin, you stand in the center of this library that would have brought you comfort in any other circumstance. The smell of old books and new wafts through the air. Fine wooden, polished floor lies beneath your feet. A carpet the same shade of blue as your cloak sits underneath a great timepiece in the center of the room, and a desk of copious notes and knowledge sits before you. The room is bright, with lanterns grown out of the shelves. The warmth, the light, there's no lingering shadow, no dark corner for anything to hide in. This is peaceful to you. Then it begins again. Slowly the light begins to fade. The far distant, unknowable edges of this library. And the lights, one by one, are snuffed, approaching your position. Bit by bit, stack by stack, it gets dark. Alone. You know it's coming. Your mind hears the baying of the hounds before you actually hear it, in anticipation. But then there is a presence near you. Some comforting figure nearby. You feel almost a friendliness or something maybe father-like. And the approach of the shadows stops. There's a halt to the barking. And you feel somebody near you. A figure looms out behind you, a figure that wasn't there before. Plates of dark armor cover this figure that's easily 7 feet tall. A great cloak of midnight blue trails from his back. His boots and his gauntlets are cracked, and in those cracks it looks like there's the glow of fire or magma underneath. His face is pale and tired. His eyes are dark. He steps towards you. This man is unknown to you. Dark hair runs down his back and across his chest. A great sword at his side. You are an important one to the telling.
Oh, what?
You've slept beneath my sign. I am told you warrant personal attention.
What are you doing
Identity.
special?
Old night.
Your friend who cares about you so much as to invade my realm has offended me. Dreams are sacred in
Oh.
Bulgaria.
And where?
Bulgaria.
Oh, Bulgaria. Okay.
As he speaks, his tiredness is slowly replaced with irritation, and the cracks in his armor glow more vibrantly with an inner fire. The barking and the baying louden. He turns his head, snapping it to the side to look at the direction these hounds sound to be coming from. Wait your turn! And they quiet.
Oh.
Oh.
Where are my manners? I am the ever bereaved. The king of dreams. Lord of the sleepless night. I'm the Nightmare King.
Hmm.
And you, young wizard, have a nightmare.
Yeah, yes, sir.
My shield covers you tonight. But that is only a temporary thing. Do you have the spine to face your nightmare?
I don't know.
Then you do not. You do not have the appetite to rip your nightmare's heart out and eat its flesh. To rid yourself of it.
So specific.
Not that extreme, maybe.
If you are unable to fight, I can protect you under my sign tonight. I can guarantee no more than that.
I mean, how would I get rid of it for good? It's what's magic. There's not a whole lot for that.
Ah. Magic is nothing. Tell me, what is your name, young wizard?
Edwin Illumis, sir.
A fortuitous name. And was I right? Are you a wizard?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Novice, but yes.
my old eyes do not yet deceive me. The barking begins again. He just looks over in that direction. Stops. When you dream here, you've entered my realm. Now, where do you find comfort, Edwin?
Sorry?
Hmm?
Where do I find comfort?
Where do you find yourself safe, warm, comfortable?
Oh, I guess I haven't really thought of that in a long time.
Well, is this library a construction of yours, or is it a construction of that?
I mean, it is certainly a well, comforting place before all that starts. And I mean, either a place like this or back home. Haven't been there in a while, but I mean, whenever I did feel alone or whatever, I thought back of there.
Every person has a security blanket, a secret, a comfort. A child's might be their favorite bear. An old man may take comfort in the memory of his wife. What is yours?
He kind of ponders that a minute, and I mean, like he tried to cast a little light orb. Just hold that in his hands.
Cast that light. This is your dream. You must be bold. Greater, Edwin. Come now.
I mean, I only know how to make it this big.
In the real world, you know how to make it this big. You are in my world, Edwin. The rules are yours.
And just that kind of look down the halls of darkness.
You're not
Darkness
going.
that he knows there's freaking dogs in there.
Are you afraid of the darkness, Edwin?
I mean, I used to be as a kid, and then well, my mom taught me how to do this, and always kind of helped.
Stop slouching, lad. Up, up, up. He's gonna walk over to you, and with a very strong hand, he's going to straighten your spine. Now, you notice the shadow's been creeping closer and closer. I can take this nightmare and keep it from returning to you, but you have to defeat it first. So, are you going to run, or are you bold?
Well, I mean, I'll try. Boldness has been hard lately.
You can be naught but bold in your own realm. Fear not, Edwin, I am behind you. And before you.
I mean, I guess it is comforting to know we're not, well, I'm not alone.
And
Had been for so long, I guess I got used to it.
how are you not alone? Who do you care for? Who cares for you?
Well, I mean, it's always just the cliche of your parents and whatnot are always just with you, even if they're not there. It's one thing that kind of just keeps you going.
Come,
I
Edwin.
mean, I haven't known them a long time, but there's friends that been with me so far.
He called his friends.
Edwin, this darkness is
Hope you
getting
guys like friends
worse.
from day one.
Yeah.
Cast your spell, Edwin. Push this darkness back so we may speak properly. He's treating this magical nightmare as a non-issue. Don't look at it. Come on, do you think that is more terrifying than this? He's just gonna crack his knuckles and all of the armor starts to glow as if it's red hot.
No, that's
I am the forger of dreams. Mine is the hammer of nightmares, Edwin. Why do you think the dog does not come for you now? Is it afraid of me? Or is it afraid of what I'm telling you?
both.
Then light this up.
Well, I guess he'll just take a deep breath and try to concentrate that light.
As you
Make it
concentrate,
bright.
as you concentrate on it, Edwin, not only does it get brighter, but beams of light begin to arc out of it, pushing back against the darkness, illuminating the books and the stacks. The light comes to rest in the center of the chamber. Tell me, Edwin, your friends, who would stand with you now? Who would hold you in this moment of fear? Who do you turn to?
I mean, I guess really it'd be any one of them, but
Think of them, Edwin.
just one.
Give me their names.
Well, there's Marius. I mean, he was there the first time.
Oh.
Tell me about Marius. What does Marius do?
I think we might have a technical hiccup.
We may.
We put Blue on the spot.
Oh no.
Either we
But no,
forward Blue, or she is having a technical issue that we
Could be either one.
may or
I
may
think
not
I
know.
think it's
Why not?
Yeah, it's-
Murphy's Law.
because she came back from break kind of late because of technical too. So
yeah.
I am loving this imagery, though.
I am too.
We'll give Blue a couple minutes to see if it's a transient technical issue. And then, if not, we can pick it up next week.
Transient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing is anything. Boy, 4th of July. Next week. Thursday off. Anyone got any crazy 4th plans?
Just hanging out with friends.
Lots of travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ew, travel.
Yeah, the traveling part sucks, but
Yeah. It's
The
like
kids
the
will-
it's like the having
kids
to
will like
do
it.
the travel part. That sucks. It's not like the getting there.
yeah. Ouch.
I guess if you want to avoid dead air while we wait for a response. So the Nightmare King is a really old character in this world.
Nightmare King. Oh, I'm so psyched. I'm so happy that we get to see
Right.
him.
The Nightmare King lives in one of the shards of Elsewhere, and
Yes.
he is an other.
A fae.
He is so the land that he comes from is twixt and tween. It's a two-sided coin of land. The land is most known for the Fae Queen of the Fae Queen, who is a matchmaker essentially.
I mean, she
But-
thinks she's a matchmaker.
Funny enough, she is actually not the original inhabitant of that land. It is the Nightmare King.
Oh.
He
Fascinating.
he fell in love with her, and when she reciprocated his affections, then he brought her to his home
Oh.
and made her a queen.
Oh.
He kind of was always a bit of a recluse, faded into the background a little bit, which was totally fine with him. But they ruled very, very well together for many years.
Time beyond time. Oh.
She dealt with the
Yeah.
sleeping heart, he dealt with the sleeping mind. But they don't see each other much anymore.
Weird. Wonder what happened.
Oh, he stole her heart.
Oh no.
To be
He
fair,
what?
He stole her heart.
Yeah. Okay. That tracks. Okay.
Granted, he may have had a good reason for doing so. We'll have to, when that story comes out, we'll have to find out.
I want to play the story.
Hmm.
I have a character for Twix and Tween set to go. We're ready. She's there. I want it.
Oh, that'll be a lot of fun. Oh
Having-
man.
Having not heard from
Those
Blue
titles were
yet,
fun.
Yeah.
we might go ahead and call the session a little early.
Mm-hmm.
This may be a non-recoverable.
You did say one sec like 5 minutes ago, but yeah, that's
We
fair.
should.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
We're in the
missed
boots.
that. My bad.
But yeah, I don't know at what. Yeah, it still might be an idea at some point. But yeah, I think we can give it a couple more minutes.
Say, what were those titles again? For the
Uh,
Nightmare King?
he is
The Ever Bereaved?
The Ever Grieved.
Geez, that's a lot.
Yeah.
He is King of Dreams is a dangerous title to give himself, considering one of the stewards is the Queen of Dreams.
Well,
yeah.
she's the Dream Master anyway.
Yeah,
But-
he is the Dream Smith. Would be a more appropriate title.
Yeah, Nightmare King sounds badass.
Oh, there you go.
Nightmare King does
Are
sound badass.
Are you good, Blue?
Yeah, I'm alright. Pick you off the desk.
Yeah, we were just giving some background on the Nightmare King while whatever technical
Well,
issue was sorted
Well,
out
she
on your end.
was sorted.
Are you good to continue, or
I'm good.
Okay.
all right? The Nightmare King looks at you, Edwin. Tell me of Marius. What is his weapon? How does he bring you? How does he hold you? Is he side by side with you on the battlefield? Does his shield arm cover you as you weave your magics?
I mean, it has so far. He's a scary fighter sometimes, honestly.
As you speak and begin to think of Marius, his shape begins to appear in the library with you.
Oh.
Marius, you look about and you see Edwin standing in the library. You're pretty sure you're dreaming, but any attempt to snap yourself out of it's not really working. And one of the few men who's taller than you stands before Edwin talking. Who
Well, I've
else?
never dreamed of a library before.
The
Right.
Nightmare King looks to you. There was a first time for many things. I believe if I'm learning of your friend Edwin here well enough, this library likely contains the sum total of all knowledge.
What?
Or at
From
least
my understanding, yeah.
you would like it to.
He'd very much love it too.
Comparable only to Adazan's great tower, but who else stands with you, Edwin?
Well, I mean, there's Gale as well.
Tell me of
I think he said she was a ranger and part of the Grim Knights, and certainly lives up to the bad puns, I guess, that they make.
Why do the Grim Knights make puns?
the fond
No, it's just
recollections
skeleton.
begin to manifest into
Oh.
Gale.
Don't eat the bug.
Oh no, cat trying to eat the bug.
I shall eat whatever I please.
If he wants to eat a bug, sure. My cat cannot eat a bug.
Sticky, no, don't eat the bug.
The Nightmare King of Ulavar can eat a bug if he wants, but my cat, though.
Gale, you find yourself in a library.
Oh.
Marius and Edwin stand by, and a man in cracked, glowing armor.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, this is the thing.
I don't see the humor that you see in her, but that's okay. Who else
Oh.
stands with you?
Just give her a minute. I mean, I didn't say it was good humor.
Oh, come on.
The shadows push back further as the light begins to
Oh.
grow, Edwin.
Well, I guess there's just the other two and Soliana and Poppin.
Wow, Soliana, we're the other two.
The other two? It's kind of like, it's a group of four. Might as well just bring in the other two.
There's Gale, who's awesome and always with me, and Marius, whose shield arm shields me as I weave my spells, and then there's the other two.
The other two.
No, more to them than that.
Name them, Edwin. Let them have form. In your mind.
Yeah, well, again, Soliana, and don't know what she can do yet, but turn into like this weird star thing.
Oh.
A constellation appears, hovering above the floor, that slowly begins to glow brighter and brighter until it takes the solid form of Soliana.
Oh.
Boffin.
What?
Soliana, you are surrounded by a library, and you're rubbing the sleep from your eyes, and... Huh.
Oh.
This is just gonna be a thing, isn't it?
The great booming voice of the Nightmare King down at you. You have no idea how the youthful races speak these days. A thing they call this.
I more meant just like weird shit happening, sir. I'm sorry.
And the other, often you named him.
Yeah, he's the sneaky and resourceful one, I guess. I don't admittedly know that much about him. Well,
Perhaps,
guess I need to talk to Boffin more.
Oh.
perhaps an opportunity to learn better your friends.
Oh.
But Quentin, as you think of Boffin,
Edwin.
Dang it, it's two wizards. They both end with N. I swear you did this to me on purpose.
Nope.
Boffin takes shape out of shadows that are just kind of appeared in the floor. Often you're in a very bright library surrounded by
Oh,
much
okay.
darkness.
I thought thought he was sleeping as a, I was like, oh, okay, it's so bright. Yeah.
Just lifts his eye mask. What the hell?
He would.
The Nightmare King stands between all of you. He looks to Marius. How are you named?
Right.
Bri fell asleep under the tree.
No,
Oh?
No, I was muted. Repeat the question. I need to get back into character because I'm cursing at myself now.
You, Marius, friend of Edwin. How are you named and what is your arm?
Well, my name's Marius, and I'm right hand dominant. Though, I guess I am. I can use my left hand for other things too.
You said, what is your arm?
Of choice, Marius. Oh, strong of arm.
Oh, arm,
Steel
like
of mind.
you got a sword, like a great sword.
Marius,
Not great as in like adjective, but like an actual.
Oh my god.
Marius, the weight in your hand is familiar yet unfamiliar, and an imperfect replica of your grandmother's sword sits in your hand.
Oh.
Gale,
Sir?
as Edwin has named you. How are you named, and what is your, and he'll look over his shoulder at Marius, armament?
No, I understand. I understood that. Galanian Falk, and I use longbow and twin short swords, sir.
You, Soliana. Oh, the starlit one.
Yes.
Name thyself and thy armament. Theater kids, I swear.
I was actually gonna do a thing where Soliana did a little bit of a performance, but she's a little off put now. So she's like gearing up, like because she's kind of putting the pieces together that like, okay, this is a dream, we're magic, and she's kind of gearing up to be like, okay, I'm gonna
Out of character, by the
I
way.
can weave a huh?
That was out of character, by the way.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but it's funnier.
It is funny.
Yeah,
She's
right.
like, yeah, we're winding up to do a thing, and then he's like, theater kids, I swear. And she's like,
Right.
just a staff is fine.
Soliana, the fond memory of your staff appears in your hands. Finally, he turns to Boffin.
Buffin's still just like looking around, like trying to figure out what's going on. I was like, wait, is this? Wait, you're. Oh, okay.
I
Wait,
am
it
the
actually
Dream
worked.
Forger.
Oh, okay. All right, he's gonna just do a deep bound. Like, all right, well, thank you. I can't believe that actually worked. Dragonborn was right. But yeah, yes. I'm Boffin Barrow, and I tend to favor short swords and daggers these days.
Short swords and daggers, then. Excellent. He stands
I'm
before all of
surprised he
you.
didn't introduce himself as Prince of Halflings.
I mean, I'm not in front of like actual like royalty. Like,
All of you. Thy friend has called you to his aid. I have brought you all here to my home, place of dreams, to fight back that.
Gale's gonna look in the direction indicated and just.
The shadows have begun creeping in again. A large set of red eyes and a growling can be heard from them. Up in this direction. Up in this direction. All of you may help your friend Only he may land the killing blow.
Got it.
Gail's just gonna nod. Understood.
Right.
If
We said we'd be here for him.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting this to be how that worked, but yeah. All for that.
you have good friends behind you, Edwin, and your foe before you. Strike it down. The consequences for all of you are high. Remember, Edwin. You, above all, must conquer your own fear. For what else is a nightmare? Stepping from the shadows is a massive, massive dog.
Oh, that's that freaking thing again. Did it used? Was it always this big?
Absolutely not.
No.
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 That is not a puppy.
Yeah, Buffett
All
at first
puppies
is like,
are
oh no, not
puppies."
this thing again. Then like as perspective kicks in and he like understands how big he is. It's like, oh, okay. All right, you got this, Edwin.
I'm
We're right
so
behind you.
yeah.
Right. And if everybody could please roll initiative for me.
Woo!
Okay.
Woo.
Terrifying that they have like alpha. That big dog.
Gail, what was that roll?
God, fitting.
All right.
Oh, Edwin, your initiative sucks.
Oh, spookiness.
Spooky.
And we will go to the top of round 1 with Boffin, Barrow beginning combat, Marius on deck.
Right, well, this was my idea, I guess, so let's get this started, and he'll run forward in front of Edwin, and yeah, chuck a couple daggers at it. Actually, wait, was he just given a short sword and a dagger, or is he, like, got his
He's got his normal equipment.
Okay, alright, so bam. Without daggers is as we run. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that was advantage.
Because
oh
it
no, it's
rolled
the
a
halfling
one.
nonsense. Ha ha ha.
Halfling nonsense, I swear.
Halfling nonsense.
One of these days I'm just gonna ban halflings.
You could never bring yourself to do it.
You could. I really could not have halflings.
We don't abuse it. We've only had like 2 halflings so
I
far.
just didn't even
Alright.
realize that like halflings just have that much shit.
Alright, so you threw your dagger, right?
Yep, and we followed up with whipping one out with our other hand. All right. That one, yeah. Damage is damage.
Damage. Both of your daggers fly out into the darkness, and the first hit strikes the hound squarely in what looks like the face. The second one strikes it somewhere in the body. You can barely tell. It's all shadows. Everything's swirling around, and the creature glares at you.
Yep, but alright, that was our turn. That was a sufficiently dramatic opening to this.
Marius, it is your turn. Celiana, you're on deck.
Okay. Well, given this is a library in an unfamiliar place, as he is not a librarian, a library enthusiast, I'd like to. Can he kind of like use a? He just wants to take in his surroundings, see if there's one dog obviously coming at him here, but Is there any other threats around the area?
Alright, a quick an extension of your feelings, which seems more acute here than normally, reveals no other threat in this library other than the giant dog.
Cool. Okay. Well, that makes it easy. We're going to spend his movement here. It's 25. What does he have again? Let's see. Normally I have 2 monitors for this, but I'm on 1.
And a MacBook, no less. For some
Yeah,
reason,
for
or a
real.
MacBook Pro.
But yeah, we're just gonna go up here and strike a defensive position. If this thing charges, basically crosses on either side of him, or just basically crosses at him, and in general, he's gonna,
Alright.
sword with force.
Gotta get that sword.
Sword.
Alright.
Oh, and we're also gonna pop a rage here.
Alright.
He's scary.
Very scary.
So scary.
Marius, the lessons from your grandmother's teachings come to you instinctively as you begin your rage. Is that your turn?
That will be his turn. Yes.
Alright. Soliana, it is your turn.
Soliana, with a little muttering of like, fine, but you're not spoiling my fun, is going to go full magical girl, and as a bonus action, take her starry form archer as she moves. Let's see. Back here. Since that's where everyone seems to be going. Oh, we're gonna go here, actually. Anything is scary. And we're going to, with our bonus action, we're gonna do the...
That's such a gnarly D.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Aha! Alright, so that is 1d8 damage for the dog of radiant damage as Soliana flings a star at him, and then as her action, we're gonna take another star and chuck a guiding bolt.
Alright.
18?
That will hit, yes.
15 radiant damage and advantage, and that is
Oh.
advantage on the whoever has advantage on the next turn.
Alright.
Next
Okay.
attack.
Gale, it's your turn.
Well, at least there's just one this time.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. So. Alright. Gale is going to walk this way to see if she can get a bead on it. She cannot. From here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, she can see it now. Okay.
There it is.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, she's going to draw her bow back and make an attack with it, and that is with advantage. Ooh, not with that.
Oof.
Oh, afraid not.
Nope, not with that. Darn. So that is unfortunately her only attack that she can do. Bonus actions. Do I got any? Well, she might have missed, but she can still mark it as she casts a hunter's mark.
Alright.
Let me pull up the, and that is her turn.
Boy.
Oh
Dog
boy.
charges towards you, Marius, and
Ooh.
seems to fade from and back into existence
Yeah.
by Edwin.
Watch ourselves.
Marius, you will get an attack. You will get to use your prepared action against it, though.
Nice.
You can
Use
do
it.
Dang.
Hey.
All right.
Look, we need to protect Edwin. Well, not all the
So
kids.
as it runs by, as it begins to fade, you stick the blade into the ethereal mess that it is comprised of, and slash into it. You hear a bellow as it pops back into existence, wheels towards Soliana. And
Oh boy. Uh oh.
Oh, okay.
oof. Oh, that's better. Alright, Soliana, that'll be a 21 to hit you.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
I need a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, a strength saving throw. Okay.
Alright, Soliana, you are prone.
Okay.
One hit, it goes to bite you, and you very easily dodge. But then the second head that forms out of the shadow stuff bites you squarely
It's just cheating.
and barrels you down. And as that head knocks you down, it kind of fades back into the body, and a new one comes out of its shoulder to stare at Edwin.
Oh, terrifying.
Terrifying.
And its
Dog
whole,
Hydra.
its whole body, rather than turning, limbs fade into its body and come out facing the direction that it wants to be facing, which is toward
Oh.
Edwin.
Hey,
Edwin, it is your turn.
Ghoul.
Quite unsettling.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Just a bit.
Oh, he has things to do, but he also gets to stay there. Fuck does mage armor? I never use it, so I never know how it works.
It just sets your AC to
13 plus Dex.
13 plus
Yeah,
Dex.
bring it to
yeah, so it's usually like effectively free more than what it would have been the default stat plus that.
I mean, theoretically 15 is better than 12, but you know.
It is.
Stop hitting the stupid thing. You gotta do one, so. Fine. Just. Yeah, dog's right there. He doesn't like dog right there, but. He went to school. He knows about like a little bit more defensive magics now, actually. He knows to use these stupid things now.
Yay.
Edwin,
He got formal training.
as you summon the mage armor around you, it doesn't weigh anything, of course, and it is all ethereal, magical armor, but it is it's slightly similar in appearance in the brief moment of it flashing to the Nightmare King's armor himself.
It wasn't intentional. It's just the only armor he's seen recently.
Cool.
It's like, yeah, sure, fine. He doesn't have bonus actions, because I never do.
Alright. Boffin, it is your turn.
Oh boy, dog's all up in our face now. So yeah, we're just gotta stand by Edwin here, so we'll just splash at it. Our pull out our short sword now. Oh, okay,
Oh.
alright.
And y'all's natural 20s.
Damn,
Right.
Boffin.
Yep, and we do get sneak attack this time because all of our friends are here.
Nice, nice.
It has been a minute since we've done combat birds.
Mm-hmm.
It has.
It has.
You can tell we're rusty.
Dang.
A devastating blow into the shadow stuff. The creature is still standing, but you were warned.
Oh, were we warned? Oh.
Edwin has to make the
Only
last.
at
Yeah, and I knew he. Okay, I didn't. I assumed only he could. Okay, I wasn't sure to interpret that.
Well, no, you were
All right,
warned
so,
that only he could strike final blow, so even if you do devastate it, you're not going to be able to slay the creature.
Oh no, that's fine. But the easier we make it for Edwin, the better. So yeah, after that, this moment of hesitation, we'll just stab at it with our dagger in our other hand.
Alright.
We do still have a dagger, even though the other ones are across the hallway. We never have too many daggers.
Find a dream daggers.
15? Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright. Once again, 1 damage. Damage.
Damage is damage.
And off is done. Alright.
Alright, on initiative count
You've got-
20.
Uh
Since
Ooh.
some damage has been done to the party.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh dear.
There's a shuddering, and the Nightmare King grumbles. Your assailant is a sore loser. And the dreamscape
right.
begins to shift around you as
Oh.
the dream cracks and splinters.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. What?
Oh. Literally. Oh, my.
Oh.
Wait, what are we looking at?
Oh, what?
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, I don't like this.
No, okay.
Don't.
That's scary. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
That was the end of your turn, right, Muffin?
Yep, it sure was.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Marius, it is your turn.
We are. Marius is. I'd like to do like a. Kind of like a grapple tackle thing.
Okay.
Like he basically wants to charge at it and try and push it back and grapple it.
Okay, so you want to grapple it and shove it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Just get it away from squishy.
Okay, that's going to be a strength check on your side
Let me
to grab it.
so strength. Gotta click the button. And he's raging, so he has advantage.
Alright. Okay, you can't get a good grip on it, but with your momentum, you could still try to shove it if you would like to.
Yeah, we're gonna do that then.
Okay, go ahead and make another strength check for me, please.
Damn.
Alright, so you shove the hound back 10 feet,
Ooh, okay, nice.
and it's dazed slightly as you knock it up against the table, and it kind of...
Yeah, that's what you get, bitch.
Asshole.
And
I don't know if
1d4 damage plus your strength, or your rage.
1d4 plus 2. Where's my dice button? Oh, well. /roll 1d4 plus 2. Four.
Alright.
Neat.
Is that your turn?
And then he's just gonna step up in between Edwin and Nightmare dog.
Right on. Awesome.
And that'll be his turn.
All right, Soliana,
Right.
you're on
Well-
the ground.
I am. She's gonna get up. We'll spend half our movement to get up so that we're not prone anymore. And then as a bonus action, we will throw my TR at it. I mean, throw the and miss, because that's a 13.
Just barely, but yeah.
And worked last time, so we're gonna try another light guiding bolt. 21.
Nice.
That hits us.
20 radiant damage. And next attack has advantage.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's your guiding bolt bursts deeply into the shadow stuff, and it's pulsing with light from inside around its heart.
Ooh.
Where is... I don't know where Gale went on the map. I forgot to move. Oh well, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right.
Gale, it's your turn.
Why?
Where is Gil? I can't see Gil.
I can't see Gale either. I guess she might be under the dog.
Nope.
No,
I am in the shadows.
Oh,
okay.
she hiding.
Let's see. I'm just trying to see where I can go here. Let's see. Yep, she's gonna go right here. And before she knocks another arrow, she's gonna call to Edwin. It's all yours. You've got to take it down. As she fires off an arrow. Will you hit this time, girl?
Yes, you will.
Sure does. Okay. All right, and it's marked. That's. Pardon me. That. Act. Come on, keys. I think that's all she's got right now. For a 10.
All right. Guess there's wailing on this thing.
Yep.
Everyone's got to hit it.
Say we're providing distraction.
We are mad at it.
Yeah.
This thing has put us through some shit. We want to smack it.
I mean, that's fair.
And she will. That'll be her turn.
All right. The hound
Hmm.
is going to bite at Marius.
Delicious.
He's a snack. And 15.
Damn right he is.
Yeah, he is.
Soliana's your answer.
Hey.
Hit you, Marius. Your AC's 15, right?
Let me pull up the thing again. Sorry. Yes, meets a beats.
Alright. I need a strength saving throw from you, please.
With advantage, because rage?
Yes.
Question mark?
Yes. Alright, you manage barely to stay on your feet. You will take 9 points of piercing damage. The second bite attack heads towards Edwin. That is a natural 20.
Ooh, no.
That is 5 damage on the critical.
That could have been so much worse.
I need a strength save from you, please, Edwin.
Are all his rolls still a disadvantage too?
No, you're dreaming.
I mean, not that his strength is great, anyways.
Yeah, you're knocked to the ground by Dream Basker's savage bite.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is your turn.
Sure do be.
Yeah.
Get him, Edwin.
might he can still miss, but
He might not.
he might not.
I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Roll.
Mary's is helpful. Well, I guess. I'll try and sling one.
All right.
You will also attempt to.
Oh, miss, buddy. Nice.
Oh no.
Oh. The guiding bolt will arc wildly as the creature shifts out of its way.
I mean, that
never
actually does
were
show a
good
point of it.
for anything, Edwin.
Oh,
Well, that's just mean.
Even in your dreams, you can't win.
How dare.
The rest of us hear that?
Yes.
Oh boy.
okay.
Oh, look, you guys get to hear the bastard now.
Oof.
Even in a realm of your own creation, you're weak and pathetic. You lack power and imagination.
Jeez.
I mean, hey, he has inspiration. Can you reroll that?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh,
Yes,
alright.
yes,
This
yes.
seems like a
There
very
you go.
dramatic time to use that.
He got that. Can he try again?
He can try again.
Heyo.
That'll hit. Edwin,
Yeah, I
you
mean-
imagine yourself shifting that spell and putting more oomph behind it, and as such, it is so.
Thanks for the
I can
hit,
see that
master.
just like comes back as a fucking boomerang.
He gets in the back of the head. I meant to miss.
Boomerang.
Bang!
Fucking shut up, asshole.
The blast scatters shadow stuff all over the floor as it smacks it down into the ground in front of you. Growling, it starts to pick itself up, holding its jowls off the floor. The dreamscape
dead.
shudders again as your old master fights for control.
It's also just kind of like the.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
oh, where's it gonna
So
be
what
this
if I
time?
am? I've.
Ooh.
Oh, it got closer.
Yes.
So Gail doesn't like that it's getting closer.
What were you saying, Evan?
Oh, it's just. Well, maybe I was, but learned a lot more since I left than you ever taught me.
There's primal levels of rage behind this thing's eyes. You can see your old master through it. Is that your
Yeah,
turn?
he's definitely nervous, but then there's just also that it's like there was something more when I gave you that book back. You were worried about something.
Shut up, boy!
Certainly flinches, but I mean, he'll just kind of stand back up.
When you flinch back, there's a hand on your back to kind of help you stand up a little bit straighter than you were before. Not quite sure whose it was. Maybe all of them.
Many hands.
Many hands united as well.
Many hands touch the beacon.
Is Edwin the beacon?
It is our beat.
Explains a few things, actually.
Edwin is a rock.
He is a shining light.
He
Now we're
is.
getting. A new hand touches the Edwin.
Jeez.
Ah!
Okay.
Hey, look, Boffin, you have
Boffin.
advantage now.
It's your turn.
Oh, that's true. Oh, if he was thinking of, yeah, like this is. How bad does it look? Can we even tell it's a like dream dog that keeps like shifting where its body parts are? Like,
It's impossible for you to tell.
yeah.
An amalgamation of a shadow in the form of a dog.
All right.
You are resting,
Yeah.
trying to wrest control of Edwin's mind.
Yeah. Gelt, Soliana, make sure Edwin doesn't go down. And he's going to actually give Edwin the help action so that he'll have advantage on his next like thing he do. And I'm
Okay.
gonna just like flavor that. It's like this dog knows that Boffin can hit hard, so like he's just doing a lot of like fainting attacks at it
Okay, awesome.
to try and distract it. And that'll actually be him for this turn.
All right, Marius.
Often may be fainting. Marius is not.
Oh. Yeah, there we go.
We're going the nice little classic, cleave
Often
with the
put it
great
in-
sword.
yeah.
You should be flanking, so you will have advantage.
Ooh,
Also,
I
there's
love to hear that.
advantage from the guiding bolt anyway, so Lewis talks about
don't really like that.
14 meets beats.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
all right.
Well, I'll take
No.
that. And then 12 plus rage.
16
So-
or 14.
It's 14.
All right. Yeah, you cleave into this thing's shoulder, and whereas before it just kind of growled at you, this time the leg actually buckles.
Marius will remember that.
Just because you think you found some friends, boy, doesn't mean you're worth anything to anyone.
I really want to shove a sword through his throat.
Hey,
Really
to
do.
you later.
That'll be his turn.
The only
Marius
thing you've
isn't
done
a
is
killing
damned
man.
them, boy.
He doesn't even know we're going to Humbermount.
Just-
All right. It
Good
was
one.
supposed to be initiative count 20, but I forgot, so it's going to happen now.
Oh no.
The battle for Edwin's dreamscape continues.
Oh
yeah.
More and more of the library of the mind library of Edwin falls away into the void. So
Terrifying.
So lucky none of us have been caught in that so far.
Soliana doesn't like that it's close, so we're going over here.
all right.
Help it. Help it.
Soliana's just like nope, 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 nope. And as we're running, she is moving. As a bonus action, she is going to shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
So her staff glows, and she's going to swing her shillelagh while, I don't know, saying something clever about the power of friendship that I can't think of right now. Telling it how Edwin is the best, how Edwin was wasted in that castle because the only one with no potential for anything is him.
Yeah. How?
And then she misses because she meant to do that on purpose, but that's fine. You're gonna do a key point. We're gonna kick it to do a flurry of blows. $21?
That will hit.
Two and one.
There
19.
we go.
Soliana just screaming about how this man's mother is disappointed in him as she wails on him.
And your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Elderberries. I fart in your general direction. And that is Soliana's turn, but she is very much I would like to wake up soon and not be dead.
Not until the battle is finished.
I mean, obviously.
Gale.
All right. As we're hearing this man berate Edwin, Gail's just gonna. I need to grab my moving thing, not my ruler. She's gonna move up beside Edwin and like beside a little bit behind and just put her hands on his shoulders to steady him as she casts a Cure Wounds.
Ah, thank you.
Just because you couldn't see his worth doesn't mean anything. Healing is healing. That's not as good as it
Healing
could have
is
been.
healing.
Yeah, this is why I hope Liliana would
He's
do
a-
something too.
If anything is probably going to keep him alive. No, not 132. God.
That's all Scott.
All right. The hound desperately bites at Edwin, trying to shatter the dreamscape. That'll be one hit against you, Edwin, successfully. And then you'll take 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Okay.
You would have to make a strength saving throw, Edwin, but you are being bolstered. It is your turn.
Okay. No, he hurts so bad. Well, I know
You do it, Edwin.
He knows
Yeah.
that freaking guiding bolt works on these stupid things.
We believe.
But do he believe in himself?
Well, you have advantage.
Don't believe in
Often.
yourself. Believe in the me who believes in you.
Yeah, but does help help with magic?
Yes, you'll have advantage.
Neat.
Yeah,
There
just
you
in
go.
that- Yep.
That will hit. Edwin, roll your damage, please.
You already did.
Alright. The blast of radiant damage blows the Mastiff onto its back, and you see a red pulsing heart beneath its chest.
Oh.
Edwin, you feel a presence behind you. And something steel slides into your hand, and you're wielding a large iron spear. You hear the voice of the Nightmare King behind you. Go, Edwin. Rip the heart from your enemy.
Know how to use this?
You stick the pointy end into it.
You just poke it really,
Poke it really,
really
hard.
Why bother trying to help him? He can't cast, he can't learn, and look at those arms he couldn't.
You can't teach.
That's
I think that was the point.
Alright.
He wasn't worth teaching.
You're not
I
worth learning
teach the
from.
worthy. You've
You're not
given
worth
him a
learning from.
blade. That pathetic,
You're blind.
that pathetic waste of air.
Stop talking about yourself already.
Edwin, you're going to let him talk to you like this?
He couldn't
Again?
stab a river, much less through flesh. Not
Your own
even
dream.
in his wildest dreams. Come, Edwin. Approach me. I dare you.
Well, I mean, we weren't playing Truth or Dare before, but hey!
All of a sudden, the Mastiff has 3 heads, all barking at you, reminding you very much of the basement of the castle and feeding the hounds.
Yeah, his grip just kind of tightens on that thing. He's definitely just kind of. I mean, yeah, he's still afraid. Well, just take a deep breath and step forward.
You're not alone. Alright, Edwin.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to freaking use his spear, but he'll do his best.
You got this. Stab down.
Make a strength check for me.
Okay.
Hey!
Edwin, as the hounds stare up at you barking, you plunge your spear into the shadow flesh. There's a laughing. You haven't reached the heart. The spear is stuck into it. The words of the Nightmare King echo in your mind. You aren't alone. Who stands beside you? Each of you may make a strength check to
Yeah.
assist Edwin.
Absolutely.
Power of friendship,
We,
motherfucker.
we aren't very strong ourselves, but we're still putting what
I'm
we
at
can
minus
into it.
1. I'm
Yeah,
doing my
Marius
best.
is like
Hey-o, look at
exerted
that.
us up.
Look at all
Take
that.
the crit.
Damn, Marius.
Right?
Yep.
All of your friends join you, helping as they can, pushing the spear into the flesh of the creature. As you struggle, Marius comes behind with all of his wrath and rage to push that extra few inches in. And with a howl and a scream of rage, Orig's curse is dispelled.
Yay.
The last thing remaining
We did.
is a piece of twisted metal, almost shaped like a heart, pulsing with an inner blood-red glow. This, the Nightmare King will reach down and grab. He will hold it up. I shall remove this from you. I will return it when you need it most.
What?
I will return it when you need it most, everyone. What? It's a secret mouse tool that'll help us later.
He will close his fist around it and it will disappear. Remember, bold. Your dreams are
Thank
your
you.
own place. And as long as you're in Bulgaria, they will be peaceful. Rebuild your library, Edwin. Put his hand on your shoulder. I know not in what way, but you, and the rest of your friends, are important to the weaving of this tale. The dream space will fade for all of you, and will awaken the next morning, all having a long rest. Edwin,
Yeah.
due to the magic of the Nightmare King, your levels of exhaustion have been eliminated.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Woohoo! You got like 48 hours sleep and 24 and 8 hours.
Right?
Best
Talk
power
about
nap
efficiency.
ever.
And we're going to call it there for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. Hope you had fun. I know we did. At least I did.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
And
Oh, yes.
see you next time. Next week, I believe. Unless we're not meeting because of the 4th, but I believe we're playing next week.
I believe so.
As far as I know.
Anyway,
Haven't heard otherwise.
good night.